Each place has their golf course. They've got their beach. They've got their lake. But each lake doesn't have their monster. Lake Memphre has it.
There have been sightings, quite a few. People have been talking about the different sightings, and there's also, of course, the Historic Society of Magog that can give you much more information about the monster.
While going to old newspaper, one time I saw a clipping of, I think it's 1855, in which they were relating that the founder of Baby Village, which is on the lake shore of Lake Memphre Magog, had seen a sea monster, a sea serpent at the Magoon Point. I took a photocopy of this and I put it in a file called my monster file. And I have a book in French called Géographie des Frères des Écoles Chrétiennes. In it, there is they talk about the dangerous animal in Quebec. This text said, we don't have no dangerous animals. And then they would say at the end of this paragraph, except there is a monster that shows itself freely on Lake Memphre Magog. And one time I wrote an article called, is it a myth, a legend, or a reality? And then I got some people started to answer to that article. And some people came to see me and they said, we saw it, or, you know, and this is how it's all started.
Oui, il y a 2 ans, on a décidé d'organiser une exposition parce qu'on est dans la place de Memphre, puis Memphre n'avait pas de maison pour l'été, puis il y a beaucoup de touristes qui veulent venir voir. On a décidé d'organiser une exposition qui se nommait « La légende de Memphre ». Ça regroupait avec M. Boisvert, évidemment, qui est le père de la légende, M. Boisvert, qui est le père de Memphre, des artefacts provenant du lac. Et les artistes, eux, s'inspiraient de la légende pour faire des œuvres, étant donné qu'il n'y a pas de photos comme telles de Memphre. Fait que les artistes, dans leur imaginaire, faisaient des sculptures, des peintures, représentant Memphre comme eux le percevaient.
One day, about a couple of years ago, I received a phone call by a gentleman. His name is Jean Grenier. So he said, I just saw Memphre. I said, are you kidding? Come on. So I go there, and he's an artist. He's a part-time artist. And when I arrived there, he had done this sketch of Memphre and what he had seen and so forth.
On a eu un succès, les visiteurs ont aimé ça. Les visiteurs viennent voter pour les Memphre. Il y a de la documentation aussi. M. Boisvert donne des témoignages. Et là, la 2e année, on a décidé de le refaire encore. Fait qu'à tous les étés, on organise une exposition. C'est toujours des Memphre différents à chaque année.
I think that most of the people will, I would say that they believe a lot about that, yes. I think that the people are behind the Memphre Affair.
Même que quand on sort, on va à Montréal, à Toronto, la première question que les gens nous posent, c'est « Est-ce que Memphre existe? » Fait que tout le monde croit à Memphre ici.
Well, sometimes the story about Memphre, if you go around Magog and talk about that, you know, some will tell you that, you know, it's not true, you know. At one time, one of the biggest hotel owner in this in the region here did not like us to talk about Memphre because I don't know why. And I was sitting with him, and he was telling me that it was bad, and you know we should not talk about that. And so a couple came in. They were very good friends. I mean, the hotel owner and this couple. And I said, if you don't believe me, ask them. You know, and. He said, you don't believe in the monster? The guy said, sure. I mean, I saw it. I was in Georgeville. I was with my wife, blah, blah, blah. And they almost started quarreling. So I just stood up and got out of the restaurant. And that's it.
Quand M. Boisvert parle de Memphre, il y a toujours, comme je disais tantôt, les yeux qui pétillent, mais il y a toujours un petit sourire aussi.
When you speak to a certain class of young, when you start to talk about Memphre, they're explaining some sightings, you know. I say, well, I've met Mr. So-and-so, and he told me that what he saw, you know. And I start to explain what the guy told me and so forth. And you could see the big eyes of the children, you know.
C'est un archiviste, c'est pas juste... Il y a le côté humoristique aussi, parce qu'il s'amuse avec Memphre.
So have you ever seen the monster yourself?
No, I've never seen the monster, and before you ask the question, if I believe in the monster, I don't have to believe. This is not my job. My job is to archive that.
Monsieur Boisvert, pour la population, devrait être vraiment, là, agir comme un père. Je dis que c'est le père de la légende et le père de Memphre. Mais les gens le perçoivent comme ça aussi, mais ils devraient encore lui faire plus confiance là, pour qu'il puisse éduquer la population aussi.
If you've been lucky in life, and I've been quite lucky in life, I'm grateful to God for my life. I think that we have to put back in life, and the more you put back, the more that you receive. Not very long ago, I was reading in a magazine that has an expedition that went to the sea, and they found thousands of new species of things in the sea. So I mean, supposing in 10 years they have the proof that it did exist, well, they will be glad that I kept some record out for it.
Oh, Memphre, I wonder if you're a real dragon or just another fish. If I had a wish, Memphre, I'd wish I could see you with my own two eyes. Memphre, I've heard that you're really cute, a sweet and friendly kind, so I know you won't mind. Memphre, I wish I could see you